think I'm on. It's always hard. Right. Hello and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I was about to say 2 then. So this time we finished our normal route. The normal ending that you get. I went for basically Natsuki's route. So this time I am going to do Yuri's route. Oh yeah, I need to like reset it. Reset sheet. Okay, yeah. Reset sheet. I need my glasses on. I can't read anything. 1 second. My glasses are completely wrecked. I should really be doing work right now, but I can't be bothered. Right. Reset the virtual machine. Doki Doki Literature Club. All modified entities, environments, and data will be reverted to the original state. Yeah, I got no choice really. How that doesn't like delete all my pictures and everything. But yeah, we're going to be going for Yuri. We are, as I said earlier, we're going for every route. So Sayori's, we've done Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica, and then we're going to go for the true ending. And then after we've done all that, we are going to play all the side stories, which I have not seen because they weren't part of the original game. No. Doki doki. There we go. So I'm just gonna check something. I'm gonna check. Okay, it does seem like everything is still there. Obviously, Monica's back. I mean, we can delete Monica right off the bat, but we're not gonna do that yet. But it does seem like everything's honky dory and it's still there. So we're fine. I will be skipping the parts that I've seen if it lets me. It should let me. Because obviously we've seen it all, we don't need to see it again. Please enter your name. Obviously Becca again. Unless we should just go for the true ending right now. Don't you have to do everybody's routes? I should have probably looked into this before starting the stream. Oh yeah, we can skip as well, so it is letting us. Okay, let me just look it up. True ending. To get the good ending or the best or true ending, you're going to need to see all 3 of private CG scenes. This is done by writing a poem specifically for each of them. Yeah. Cookies. Damn cookies. Because I don't want to have to do it and then do it again anyway. The normal ending and the best ending. If you choose to delete it again, reset. To get the good, you need to see all 3. Yeah, this is done by writing a poem. Yeah. The easiest and quickest way to get that done is to make a save file before you write the first poem. At the start of the game, pick one of the girls to write a poem to and stick with them throughout. Side with them every chance you get and play through until you have seen their CG cutscene and are back with Monica on the day of the festival. Create a save file at that point. Do not go too far and view Sayori's death scene, otherwise the run has been corrupted and you'll need to start again. Oh, okay, I get it. So, wait, what? We need to save it. We need to load it back up again. So we need to do it 3 times, I think. So choose their words 3 specific times. I've done Natsuki's. No, but it doesn't work. It doesn't. So I need to do Natsuki again. The easiest and quickest way to get this done is make sure you save a file before you write the first poem at the start of the game. Pick one of the girls to write a poem to and stick with them throughout. Side with them every chance you get and play through until you have seen their CG cutscene and are back with Monica on the day of the festival. As in, okay, create a save file at this point. On the day of, that's just before she killed, okay. So then, do not go too far. Once you have a save file that is logged after you viewed each individual girl's CG scene, you can then proceed to Sayori's death scene and play the game normally. So what, do we need to like exit and then come back in? Right? Okay, I think so. I think that's what it's getting at. It seems that that's what it's getting at. I think, anyway. I can check a different one, so while we're skipping. But it does... It's time to write a poem. You must first have a clean, non-broken save file. This may sound scary if you haven't played. Yeah, blah blah blah. How to get all cutscenes. To save time, you should enter the game settings. Yep. Now your goal from here is to try and earn every character's cutscene before the end of Act 1. You'll essentially be doing 3 separate playthroughs of the game, then exiting before reaching the end in certain circumstances. Right, Sayori's cutscene. Start a new game and appeal to Sayori. Use solemn or bittersweet words when writing poetry for Sayori to unlock 2 special cutscenes. Confess your love for Sayori at the end to get her 3rd cutscene. Sayori, who you selected to help prepare for the festival in this playthrough, Sayori will come to you regardless. However, make sure to exit the main menu before witnessing Sayori's death in the following playthrough. In this and the following playthrough, or else you won't be able to get the best out again. Okay. So, okay, we're gonna go for Natsuki's words. Not Natsuki, Sayori, sorry. So, again, this is a part that usually takes me a little while. Right, okay. Clumsy. Gosh, she has so many words. Fireworks. Jesus Christ, girl. This might take a bit longer than it usually does because she has so many words. Happiness is on there. This should also get me a trophy as well. This should get me perfect Sayori trophy. Jesus, you have so many words, it's hard to... Music's on there. Landscape isn't on there. Infallible isn't on there. Is Hopeless on there? Yeah. Defeat. Yep. Class. No. Amazing. Yep. Cry. No. Yeah. Cry's on there. Cage. No, it's hard because she has both like happy and sad words, so it's like it's harder to despise. No, she has death and depression though. Skipping. No. Joy, maybe. Joy. Yep. Destiny. Nope. Bliss. Yep. 10 more to go. Pleasure. No, that seems like a flee. Nope. Kiss. Okay. New fun. I don't know. That doesn't seem. I don't know. It might be. Fun is okay. Adventure. Yeah. Raindrops. Rain cloud. No. Imagination. Anxiety. No. Precious. Fest. No. Contamination. No. Lucky. Yep, Lucky's on there. Explode. That's a big. Well, it's not a big word, but. Unending. No. Shiny doesn't really seem like it'd be a word. No. Mouse, I'm pretty sure that's Stingy's. Disown. No. Cute, no. Candy, no. Unending, I'm pretty sure, yeah. No. Pink, no. Ocean, maybe? I'm hoping. Ocean's on there. Unrestrained, no. Peace, no. Infinite, new. Agonizing, no. Death is on there. Variance, no. Spinning, electricity, no. Extreme, no. Pout, nope. Sing, yep, sing's on that. Calm, yep. Fickle, nope. Time, nope. Romance doesn't really seem like it. Oh, it is! Huh, weird. Empty. Yep. There we go. There we go, we got the trophy. Perfect Sayori. So, okay. So this time we're gonna go for Sayori's route. What was it about? It said something about not worrying about something. Start a new game and appeal to Sayori. Use solemn or bittersweet words. Yep. Confess your love for Sayori. Okay, that's fine. We can do that. So we are going to be getting new scenes too. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. I turned my YouTube off by accident. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the books that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everybody what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, she has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her go of my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Hello. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school even have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're going to be having less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you do look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. And that's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't even straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain in your collar right there. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it would be to have a friend who does these kinds of things for you. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it up, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look so much better now, so, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anybody else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I was joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell you sometimes. Okay, everyone! Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Beku, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to receive her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I can skip this. Right, I'm obviously going to pick Sayori, because I'm going for Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Beku! I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understood you better a lot than other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Beku poem. And that makes it feel extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I don't think it really matters. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I just need to show you mine. Not that, like, you'll like it. Yeah. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really close friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had sorts of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Wait, do I ask Sayori to step in or not? Sorry. Do I ask? I don't know. It didn't tell. It just says that I had to side with Sayori. Does that like? It just says you. I'm lost slightly. Because I know this is the argument, I'm just not sure if it'll let me, if I have to freaking cookies and everything. Start a new game. You can unlock 2 special scenes with Sayori. At the end, confess your love. After confessing your love, and before the scene of Sayori's death, exit and start a new scene. Before the scene of Sayori's. So it doesn't say. So I might bring it into it anyway. Just because, Now I gotta fucking find it again. Oh, I hate like Google now and the cookies. It is just so irritating. Right, okay. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As I read them in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow into frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Ah? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Becca did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spend a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Becca liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Becca appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Beku started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like this fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing here. Beku, she's just making me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Beku. Wait, there's a reason we have to have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning most effectively. Avoiding them is not only limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Beku? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course I'm gonna go with, help me out, Sayori. Natsuki? Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this, Beku? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. This is unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes you. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everybody to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? But because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they've always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori? Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri runs off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Yeah, because she doesn't like being called cute. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organise things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really doesn't make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Yeah, I bet she does too. Okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Beku, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Beku! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Beku, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club. Go away, Uber. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, But it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So I really don't know when to cut out from the game. It says on the day of the festival with Monica, but do I do it once I get to her house, or do I do it just as I'm leaving? Ah! Right, I'm gonna save just in case I don't get a... But remember, when I load, I have to load basically that one. Okay, now I'm gonna find... Oh, it's... I'm gonna find Sayori's words. Okay, again, this always takes the absolute piece. Ugh, adventure. Gosh, there's so many. Clumsy. It's just like there's 20 words. It's like insanity. Treasure. TTT. Yep. Disarray. Nope. Desire. Nope. Dazzle. Nope. Yep. Dazzle's on there. I nearly missed that one. Anxiety. No. Heaven sent. H. Nope. Party. Yep. Lipstick. Nope. Breath or breathe, I should say. Twirl. TTT. Nope. Amazing. Yep. Vacation. Yep. Sensation. That's more of a Yuri word, isn't it? Death. Death. Yeah. Incursion? That's also a Yuri word, I think. So misfortune, yep. Entropy. I need to sneeze. Don't sneeze. I'm sorry. Oh! Tragedy. Yeah. I'm sorry. Ambient. No. Scars. That's it. Oh, really? I thought that would be a Yuri word. Secretive. No. Memories. Yep. Oh! Beauty? What does it seem like? Oh, it is. Every time I say it doesn't seem like it is, it always is. Whisper. I don't think she has any W words at all. Oh, she does, but not whisper. Smile. Yeah. Hopeless. Yeah. Hurt. Yep. Depression. Agonizing. Nope. Graveyard. G. No. Okay. Daydream. Yep. Unending. Nope. Disown. Nope. Shiny. Nope. Intellectual. Nope. Play. Yep. Okay. That should be my last. No, this is my last word. Come on, give me a word. Peaceful. There we go. There we go. Okay. This is the. Whoa, what was that? It's just the fast, like, the fast facial expression changes. Beku! Sayuri suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff, so I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. 1 second. Okay, so, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Oh? You going with Becky to get some supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with. But I wanted to go. It's so much more fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper or two, okay? Ready, Beku? Yep, let's go. It is kind of sad how basically the game doesn't let me go for Monica. Sayuri and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayuri as Sayuri hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayuri finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayuri, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Well, me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favourite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Beku, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poems, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from their clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what end have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once preposterous field before me is but a barren wasteland! Like that! Sayuri, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but I'm... fucking hay fever. But it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. Oh, 1 second. Super hard on this, you know? I know. I just meant that it's pretty ordinary. An ordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited! The festival is going to be so much fun! Sayuri spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey Beku, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayuri like this, but in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayuri brings out a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayuri heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayuri pulls a box of full crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too! They're kind of dirty though. Sayuri starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the colour names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get too distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favourite colour. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Gah! Sayuri bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow! Fucking calm down, Yoshi. You okay? My forehead! Sayuri clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayuri, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts! Just do it for a second. Ah, she's so cute! Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the centre of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Beku! Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since I will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchase that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least I already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stinks. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Beku, this kind of reminds me of growing up, you know? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like I usually fell behind and had trouble climbing on the things that you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and was afraid of getting into trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was also so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Beku, I don't think you realise it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's just what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Beku, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression on her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Ah! Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try and hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Nobody's there. Ah, you're back! Good timing. I was just ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Oh, well, anyway. Were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right here. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff! Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Beku. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I could grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Dearie me. Beku, I really love your poems. I can't believe you're hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... no way! Not even Natsuki? But I guess Natsuki is at least likely to admit how she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about one stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking? Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Becca, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. Ah! I broke my pencil! Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped, but being initiative of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry! It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Have I read this one? Yeah, I have. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't as train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Aha! I'm glad that somebody recognises my experience. Well then, keep practising and maybe you'll get as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well I guess it could be because you're friends with her for so long. You might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type of all of them? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away letting her go of a balloon. You could say we take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I was supposed to show you my poem. Here. It's what I did best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so I look forward to it. Let's see what you have written for today. Well done, Beku. Your skills are improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it as a face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more usual hobbies. It's those sorts of things that I usually force myself to keep to myself. Fucking hell, why can't I read? So what the heck? So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah, she was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anyone. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah, sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who wouldn't make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learnt to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Right, anyway. Because apparently I'm failing to talk. I'm going to stop today because I did stream for a little while earlier as well. So I'm going to stop for now and we shall continue tomorrow. So thank you for watching.